Yo, once again, we back. This is with just some messages podcast. I'm Mo.
Mike.
We in here once again, man. We handling business on Zoom this week. Nonetheless, we in here. Still got my dog Drew Money in the building with us.
How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, feeling
Good,
good.
man. Drew, how you doing, man? You just get off the road, brother.
Tired. Still ripping and running, man. But work don't stop. But I give thanks every day. Yeah, man, we out to that rain. Fucking niggas doing 90 on 26 in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Like driving like man. Like, where y'all going, dog? It was like 5 accidents on top of that. Like had to cut through the country to get around to get right back on 26. Like just
And
foolishness, man.
the accents had the eye shut down like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, all the way from Charlotte.
It was
I
raining
don't.
up there too.
Hell yeah, it was like I think today was like when I left it was like 29 degrees, raining, cold as shit, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, it's just yesterday was a good day though. Drunk white
I don't.
folks everywhere, St. Patty's Day, bar crawl. Then they had a soccer game over at Carolina Stadium. So it was a packed weekend. Got some good work done though. So
Where my dog going crazy with the photography right now, man. If y'all listening, tap in with my dog. Follow my dog photography page, Digital Drew Dash. You feel me? All day. Niggas gotta be safe on that road though.
Y'all can hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know why people be driving reckless when it's raining. Like niggas, we all not going nowhere.
Facts.
Like slow down, bro. Like, don't never be that
That's a
serious.
fact. That's a fact. Cause some you fuck around and then go somewhere, you go to the upper room.
Facts. And what's so crazy is because when you driving up 26, like when they used to have accidents, they chopped down all those trees in the median, right?
Yeah.
So before they chopped down all those trees, every time it was an accident, it was a car somewhere in the tree. Every
Oh
time.
wow. Yeah. You right.
So I don't understand why people be trying to mash the gas on that shit. Doing 90 in the rain is insane. First off, I don't care how good your tires are.
Hey man, we in the gambling era right now, so everybody like to gamble. I just want to gamble like that.
Oh no, hell no, I ain't fucking around with that. And honestly, I think we still gonna have another we're gonna have another cold front for at least another week and a half or so.
You think so?
Hell yeah, I heard they had snow up in Virginia last. Well, my grandfather told me they had snow in Virginia like a couple days ago.
Mm, that's crazy.
So I mean, like you said, niggas might be cooked, man.
Niggas gotta chill, man.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So we gotta we gotta start off with some bullshit that I saw this week as regards to rap. What Logic got going on, man?
I don't know, man. Logic woke up and felt like today was a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day not to put out that bullshit.
Hey, it's crazy. Like this is why this is the straw that broke the camel's back. Now Logic white. I like the
Look, that's
energy,
it.
the energy.
Done. Like he's officially white now. You're not
Like
fucking with.
he's a white man. He's getting treated like a colonizer right now. Like the energy he getting for this is crazy. Like the blowback. That's crazy. I'm looking at the thumbnail now. Don't go to the studio ever again. Joe Budden and Sis Logic should retire and leave rap alone. That's crazy.
Dog. He hasn't put out anything worth talking about in some time. In some
What
time.
what was that last album we talked about from Logic? That one that looked like a Roman picture, like the
That,
cover. It was like, what was that?
that was 2017.
No way, dog.
That was 20. I remember because I sent it to you and you was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
that shit ain't that bad." You know what I'm saying? Like that shit kind of
that was
cool.
2017, mate.
That was 2017, bro. I'm telling you, it was 2017. It was 17 and 18. It was no
No,
later.
it's called
It was,
Everybody. That shit did come out 2017.
it was everybody. Yup.
This is crazy. No's album wasn't that bad for real. It wasn't. 2017? Do you know
Years.
how long that is to be bad in rap?
6 years, bro. 6 years. That
That's
put a lot.
nasty.
That put a lot of shit in perspective because you know who dropped that year?
Did Cole drop that year?
No, Big Sean dropped. I decided that year.
Okay.
Ross dropped. Uh, Rather You Than Me.
Rather You Than Me was 2017, yeah.
Future dropped Hendrix and Future.
Yeah.
Migos
Yeah.
dropped Culture.
Yeah.
So that was a heavy year for music, bro. It was a good fucking year for music.
Yeah, he this all right, so I'm reading the Fader article from that album. So Logic has scored his first #1 album on Billboard 200 chart with Everybody, his third studio album. The records moved 247,000 equivalent album units in the first week of ending of May 11th, and 196,000 of those units were traditional album sales, Billboard reports. So that album came out on Cinco de Mayo of 2017.
And what has he done since then? What was his album since then?
So since 2019, dropped. He's dropped. Hold on, because I just had his albums up. All right, so he came back with the Supermarket album in 2019, Vinyl Days in 2022, and College Park was come out this year. I don't know if that's already out, but I think that's supposed to come out. If it's not, oh yeah, it came out February 24th. I didn't hear nothing about that album either.
So yeah, since everybody, I haven't been checking for that man shit.
That's crazy. And I'm
And
looking at this. I'm looking at the track listing for College Park. He got Bun B and Lil Kiki on one song. He got
what?
Joey Badass on here, and he got Fat Trail on this album. And I just haven't heard nobody talk about this album at all.
All right. I might have to check those tracks out. I'm interested to see what the Joey Badass track sound like.
Yeah, it's called Shimmy with Joey Badass.
Okay, yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested to see what that sound
Shit,
like.
he got RZA on this album. And no, I haven't heard anybody talk about this album, but I'm looking at it. The Google reviews. It got a 97%, but I just haven't heard nobody talk about it. That's just know how that be.
Well, I think Logic, he's still kind of. I don't know. I think this is kind of like what will, as far as his persona and connection with his music, what will always. Because for me, it's just always the confusion aspect. I mean, we had this conversation before. Like it's the fact that he looks like a white boy. Because J. Cole mama is white, his daddy black. Logic mama is white, his daddy black. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like J. Cole looks like a nigga and identifies as a nigga. Logic
Right.
hitting us with that, when I grew up, and I'm not discounting that man's experience, trust me, but you are well old enough to know like what side of the fence you want to be on, bro.
I think the last time he was on Rory and Maul podcast, that was sometime last year, he was speaking more to identifying as a black man, like just
Okay.
understanding what's going on. He was speaking more towards that. But like you're right though, in the past he has kind of been on the That's the funny shit though. Like I mean, in his defense, it's like niggas can wake up one day and just be like, I this how I'm rocking. But I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not interracial, so I can't relate to that. So
No, you're right. And like I said, I mean, he is a black man at the end of the day. Get it. But I can understand how growing up, there was those conversations surrounding him about, man, you ain't no nigga, man. Like, look,
yeah,
white man, I get it. Trust me, I understand it. But it's like, his white jeans just whooped his ass on his creation, bro. That's all that shit
yeah,
is.
yeah. When that egg got found, that was a white sperm that found that egg, bro. Well, his mom white, so that was a crazy white egg. The black, was fighting.
You know his it's crazy because his dad didn't really help him. His dad is high yellow.
Oh, see that he help him out. He help him out.
He high yellow. He high like if you look
No,
at Logic, he got his dad features except the skin complexion.
yeah.
He
Now
looked like
if his dad was one of our complexion, then he would be all right.
yeah, he would have been straight. No, his dad is high yellow, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking at his dad now. His dad is high yellow. So
He didn't have
you put that with a white woman, you're getting a Logic or half the
that,
NBA right now.
that's facts. I mean, that's basically essentially like Patrick Mahomes and his daughter.
That's basically Patrick. That's Patrick Mahomes, and then Patrick Mahomes, he thinned it out even more. So yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
yeah.
Because his
Patrick
daughter,
Mahomes' his grandkids not gonna be black at all.
you don't think so?
Look at his daughter is a white woman, basically. Like she
She
don't look black.
she would have to get with somebody like our complexion for that shit to even
Yeah,
out.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'm saying I don't know. I'm not, ruling none of that out. I don't, but I don't know, bro. Odds ain't in little man favor.
I think I would be interested to know more. Not necessarily. I feel like Logic has given us that through his music. But if we was to have like just have a one-on-one conversation and just really understand, because like you said, we not biracial. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
I don't know. I don't know what he went through growing up with that. So
yeah, but at the end of the day, you still a black man. That just be my whole
yeah,
thing. So like you
yeah,
said, I haven't been following him. So if he say he's been identifying more as they cool, you know what I'm saying? But I do know that is a thing amongst the biracials is that, oh shit, like our experiences are different from yours, even though I am black. You know what I'm saying? Like our experiences are
right.
different.
Because like when you bring up J. Cole, I didn't know his mom. He had a white mom
I
until
didn't
right
think that
before. He had some interviews before the 2014 album, and he was basically saying like how his mom was white and shit like that or whatever. That's when I found out. But I always knew he just identified as a black man, so I never really,
that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like Mariah Carey too.
right. Like I never had no. Even like growing up, I was like, oh, she just light skinned, like you know what I'm saying, like.
But with him, it's kind of like it's the dog. That's why he was the damn. What was it? He was the Atlanta episode.
Yeah,
Remember the Atlanta?
hell yeah, yeah.
That was on.
He definitely Atlanta episode for sure.
Bro, Donald Glover is a slick motherfucker. He knew what he was doing with a lot of those episodes that last season, bro.
Bro, that's a genius level show, bro.
Hell yeah, dog. When I seen that episode, I said, dog, this is Logic all day.
That show is genius level, dog. Like I'm thinking about rewatching that shit. Honestly, that's just genius level, dog.
Bro, remember they had they was asking them all the black questions to get the
Yeah,
scholarship.
with Kevin Samuels when Kevin Samuels though.
Bro, that shit was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, a lot of people feel like within the rap world that you got to take like a rap IQ test in order to get a record deal. How you feel about that?
So a rap IQ test like from
Like
like
guys in the greats and shit like that. Knowing certain shit. That's basically what it is. They didn't have specific questions, but they was like, bro, some of these niggas got to take a rap IQ test before they get a record deal, bro. Because they feel like it's too much disrespect going on within it.
when I like IQ test, like I wouldn't necessarily say like a deep dive art like IQ test, but I would just want to be more respect amongst the generations, like because we don't get here without the dudes that came before us. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just like common courtesy. Like at one point, like the newer dudes used to shit on the OGs, and it has tuned down a lot. But at one point, it was kind of ridiculous. Like, but I think I just wish it was more like unified as far as that, just more common ground amongst the generations. Um, as far as like knowing everything, everybody not gonna know everything, especially like if you dealing with these 2000 babies. Like I'm not gonna expect them to know who Keith Murray is or like intricate rap shit. Like I'm not gonna expect them to know all that, but some of them are on that type of shit though. So
Yeah, some of
you
them are.
know, I'm not gonna make that.
I don't agree with an IQ test.
Yeah, I don't think we should do that.
I feel like if somebody's just in the game and they rapping, they doing their thing, and they not disrespecting nobody, they shouldn't be held to a standard of knowing what's in the past. Like, bro, listen.
Yeah.
Because growing up as a kid, like, I wasn't alive when Michael Jackson was at his peak. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but
we caught Michael Jackson late, honestly. If we want to be technical, we caught him late. Because he's been out.
Yeah, we caught him late 90s, bro. Like, early.
We caught the third phase of his career, basically.
Exactly. So it was like, but you know, our moms being in the music, our grandparents being in the music, we heard certain things. So we was able to appreciate it. So you can appreciate the older music based off your upbringing or you doing your own research of yourself. Like for me, honestly, I just feel like if you really love music, all that's gonna come along. So like I naturally love music. So as I got older, I was researching older shit, appreciating older shit. So I feel like if you're an artist in the game who just want to come in here for a check, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Your heart might not be 100% into it to where you want to, revere some legends or honor some legends. So for some rappers or some singers, it's like, no, like I really do love this shit. There's a few artists who really go back and they know what they be talking about. Like,
yeah. My main thing is just don't shit on the OGs. That's my thing. Cause like they quick to call like the OGs broke and all this other shit, but it's like, bro, like them dudes laid real sacrifices so you can get 20,000 a show. Like they sacrificed that. You know what I'm saying?
Because my whole thing be this too, like we are really gonna cross over into a time where the generations coming after might not give a fuck about Lil Wayne. They might not give a fuck about Jay-Z. They might not give a fuck about goddamn Outkast. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be real. It's not that I don't give a fuck. Let me say give a fuck in context, like, bro, like I'm really not trying to listen to that. Because for me, I'm gonna be real. I respect Big Daddy Kane. I respect Melly Mel. I respect all those other the 80s cats. I'm not listening to them. And I never listened to them like that when I was coming up. Like I have certain guys that I probably out of the 80s class, the cats I probably listened to the most out of the 80s class might have been NWA. Ice Cube. You see what I'm saying? Shit like that. I wasn't an Ice-T guy. I wasn't, like I said, Big Daddy Kane. Rakim probably is the most that I listen to out the 80s. Like Rakim, Ice Cube, them two. But other than that, so as we go along, it's gonna come a time where like I recognize Wayne, but that's not really my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Like they got probably gonna be, you know what I'm saying, somebody now. It might be
a lot of these dudes, guys, is Lil Baby right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it is. A lot of these dudes coming up, Lil Baby is their GOAT. Like he really is. Like, and you just gotta accept that for what it is. Like we just in a new time right now. Like you right, like a lot of these dudes just weren't there when Lil Wayne was Lil Wayne. They weren't, people place themselves as far as like who they idolize with them being there at the time. Like a lot of these dudes just wasn't here then. So
no, it's not. The only thing I just wouldn't want is like no revisionist history shit. That's it. That's the only thing I don't be. How you feel about how you feel about Melly Mel saying what he said? I don't know. I don't think we talked about that shit. But
no, we didn't talk about it.
It fits into the conversation because I feel like there seems to be this thing going around like surrounding Hove and Wayne, and it's like I'm starting to notice like some of the older rappers are kind of like trying to. You can have your opinion about Hove. I don't really care about that.
What Melly Mel said about Hove? Because I only caught what he said about Eminem.
He said that Busta Rhymes is better than
him. See, all right. Nah, I don't agree with that at all. But
in the verses, he would lose. He'd pick Busta in the versus Jay-Z, all because of his performance and
that's
the hits.
Nasty.
He got hits.
Nasty. I mean, Busta Rhymes do got hits respectively, but he's
but
not.
The way he said it though. See, that's what I'm saying. With context, you got to see. They say it with a certain type of tone. You know what I'm saying? Like Hov wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
and I
see,
think
Melly Mel had this. He always had like this aura about him where he's selective with who he shit on. Because I remember reading and hearing about even back then how it was some time when Method Man, like this like peak Wu-Tang Method Man, he
okay.
had met Melly Mel like backstage somewhere and he tried to shake his hand and Melly Mel just walked by him like he wasn't shit. And
Mm.
you would think that Melly Mel would be tapped in with Wu-Tang of all groups, like you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, like he real selective, and that's kind of been his Achilles heel because not for nothing. Like me, like we was talking about this the other day with me, you and Marcus, like Melly Mel, like probably he's the first conscious rapper. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the message, that's like the one of the top like conscious songs of all time. That's
Yeah.
like one of the, you know? So it's like, I just feel like sometimes like he might and he might feel slighted too because he's seeing like, all these dudes reaping the benefits of his sacrifice and he still probably feels like he's not where he's supposed to be at. And I feel like he just can't let that get in the way of him showing love to the guys after him because it take away from his image. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I don't be mad at nobody's opinion about who they feel, but when they say a certain tone or they say it like,
Yeah.
it,
You sound away, bro. You sound away.
that'd be my thing, bro. It just sounds like you saying it with a certain. That's like as if somebody was to say, "Oh yeah, like I'm taking I'll take Ludacris over Wayne in the verses. He ain't
Like, come
outperforming.
on.
He ain't I'm like, bro, come on. Like certain shit, it's like it's a consensus. It's like,
Like
who?
we respect Ludacris. We know Luda got hits, but it's like he's not Lil Wayne. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and
No,
that's been established. Like you don't gotta be contrarian. And a part of it is because he know that he got the OG card. Like Melly Mel know he an OG. You know what I'm saying? He know he can be like, well, shit, y'all word don't mean shit to me. He know he can play that card if he want to, but it's not the right play to do all the time. Like,
I think they use that. I think they think that has more power than what it does.
unfortunately, it don't. It don't.
And
But
like it really don't hold that much power, bro. We don't really hear about
because
that. Go ahead,
shit
go
gonna
ahead.
move regardless. Shit gonna move regardless how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Um, I feel like they should be regarded more. But as far as like sometimes them feeling like they the end all be all, like that's not it. Like it's unfortunate. Like that's just what it is. Like that's just what it is. Like this shit gonna move regardless. Like so it's like
Like I look at it like because before him it was somebody else that was doing one of them interviews who said something about Hov, and I was just like, it seems to be this trend lately of like just trying to rewrite history or trying to dumb down somebody's impact. Like we was actually there in the time experiencing it. Like to me,
right.
that matters. It's the difference between like us knowing what Michael Jackson did and then my mom actually experiencing it in real time. You get what I'm saying? Like we know this
Right,
happened
right.
in the 80s and the early 90s, but for them to actually see it live, that's somewhat matters. So then when I see these conversations come up, it's like, bro, how can you say that nobody's listening to Jay-Z in '03 because of 50 Cent? That's a lie.
That's a big lie. Not when Blueprint 2 was out.
That's a lie. That did not happen, bro. I remember being on the school bus and multiple artists being rotated throughout that time. Yeah, 50 was getting played the most, but we wasn't
In
this.
'03, it was 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Nelly, Ludacris, T.I. Like it was a lot of niggas being rotated, bro. Like
And then
that's just what it is.
you cross over to '04, '05. Okay, Wayne, let's talk
Wayne,
about it.
then that's when T.I. really started catching fire. '05, '04, '05.
Okay, Jeezy.
Like I mean, it wasn't.
Kanye.
It wasn't. It was never. It was never a time where just like one nigga got all the radio play or all the
Yeah,
play. Like
no,
that just yeah.
they might be hottest, but they wasn't just getting all cover rate because you got Kanye West touchdown '04, '03. His single came out '03. So it's like, okay, what are y'all really trying to say? So if you're gonna tell me nobody was listening to Hov in '03, they must have not been listening to Kanye West. Because you're not gonna tell me Kanye West was bigger than Hov in '03. That wasn't happening, bro.
Right.
That wasn't going on.
I ain't gonna lie, Mel had a few choice comments though in that interview. Though I was watching this and I was like, this nigga kind of he kind of letting that Uzi off right now, bro. Cause
What else?
he went at he said some hold on, cause I got the he said all right, Melly Mel isn't backing down from his recent. I'm reading this article from OK Player. Melly Mel isn't backing down from his recent comments on Billboard's top 50 all-time list. After insisting Eminem was placed on the list solely because he's white, denying that Kendrick Lamar influenced contemporary rappers, and Lil Wayne isn't hip hop at all because he uses auto-tune. Mel spoke about his comments on the podcast Hip Hop Corner. He said I don't have anything against the rappers of today. I just feel how I feel. Everything that I said, I commented on. It was to comment on what he wrote and who he put on the sad list. I think Billboard is not known for hip hop like that. So I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man.
So because Lil Wayne did auto tune for a few years, I discount everything prior and after.
That be the thing with some of the old niggas, man. Like they just don't get it. Like they don't get it, bro. This shit, like you gotta evolve, bro. You just
everything evolved. Everything wasn't gonna stay boom bap, man.
And the thing is, even if you still want boom bap, like there's niggas killing that shit right now. Like this niggas killing traditional sound. Like if you wanna call that traditional sound, there's niggas killing traditional sound rap. Like that's just, you know.
No, like I always say, it's nothing wrong with having opinions. Like it's the difference between me saying, in my opinion, late 90s, 2000s was the best era of rap. That's the golden era of rap. And then me saying late 90s, early 2000s, the best era of rap. Fuck the 80s. That shit wasn't shit. That ain't real hip hop. That's the difference.
Yeah. And it's another one that say current rappers are divided again amongst Melly Mel's comments. Chuck D says, understand Melly Mel was so dominant over the rest of the pack in the first 5 years of rap. It's hard to comprehend. It's hard to comprehend for folks born after that. It's why I call him Wilt Chamberlain, and Wilt had a crate of critiques for the rappers after him, including me. Just let Mel be who he is, which is Wilt Chamberlain of rap. Then 50 Cent says there was more money selling dope than being in hip hop when Melly Mel was popping. The culture has grown so much from that. I'm not sure if it would be what it is today without artists like Eminem. Shit, I'm not sure I would be who I am, but you know how that is. I'm a competitive nigga, so niggas gonna hate.
That's how I agree with.
I mean, but we know 50 Cent feel about Eminem, how you feel about Eminem, of course. But it's like, I don't know, man. Eminem did sell a shit ton of records, man. Like I'm critical of Eminem, but I would never take away his impact.
That's the thing.
I don't
it's
know,
like
bro.
when I look at Eminem, and I understand like he's gonna get the race card thrown at him, but I don't feel like it's warranted because I mean he is an elite rapper. Like at his peak, when from 99 to about 04, there's nothing you really can argue about that man. I have my own personal opinions about the work afterwards, because I felt like he just where it's like, okay, let me just rhyme words.
Yeah.
That's what it was, just let me rhyme words. You see what I'm saying? But from 99 to 04, that man was on fire, and he really did turn an eye to, okay, there is a white rapper that can really get busy and rap with the best of us. That's just what it is. You can't take away that shit. Like, you can't tell a story of rap without telling it without Eminem. You just can't do it. As far as the Lil Wayne comments, it's like, nigga, please. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
No, bro, like we're not doing that. Like you're minimalizing him just to an auto tune.
Wayne is. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy about the auto tune shit? I mean, cut you off. There was an interview with Roger Troutman, and he was on what was that show that the OG used to host on BET? Well, it was like I think it was video jams or video countdown, and he was talking about the auto tune because he had it with him. He had the little voice box shit with him. He was playing Computer Love, and he was talking about how he was getting critiqued by a lot of the R&B purists back then. And you know, not for nothing, Roger Troutman is one of the most talented musicians we ever had. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, he didn't name nobody, but you can tell that shit that kind of bothered him. He was talking about it because he was like, I'm just trying to, push shit forward. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what we gonna be doing 20 years from now? And lo and behold, auto tune is a big thing within music. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Like to try to discount somebody, to discredit somebody for trying to push a boundary with the sound, and they not being disrespectful towards the initial sound. That's kind of some hating shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Here's the
just how I
thing.
feel.
Here's the thing. Everything comes in waves. So, like you said with Roger Troutman, right? We didn't hear that shit at a high level again until T-Pain.
Yeah, Roger. It was Roger, and that's it.
That's it. So when we get T-Pain, okay, T-Pain had his run. We haven't had auto-tune at its peak like it was 07, 06. That's a fact. We just haven't had auto-tune be that dominant at that level since 07, 08. So that'd be my thing. Like y'all be trying to mask a lot of shit due to a wave. You see what I'm saying? Everything
Just say you don't like Lil Wayne, bro. That's all.
that'd be my thing. Just say that you don't like Wayne. That's it. Because, and I always tell, even in conjunction with rap, I mean with sports, because I'm experiencing it now with Wayne. And I be telling these niggas, I'm like, bro, it's gonna come a time, your favorite player, the same thing that y'all doing now is gonna happen for you and your favorite player 10, 15 years from now. Y'all better be careful with that shit. The same way y'all be trying to rewrite history with certain players, somebody gonna turn around 10, 15 years from now and do the same thing for your player. You gotta appreciate people for what they do in their time. There's nothing wrong if you have a change of opinion about who may be better. It's a difference between saying you feeling like somebody is better than stripping them what they did.
Shout out our guy Lord Taylor. He tried it earlier today. Shout out Lord Taylor. That's my nigga, man. Don't. I do not fell for bait. I just like, well, shit. From my understanding, I always felt like he helped him clean up his flow. And even Gilly said he never wrote nothing for him. He just helped him clean some shit up. That's always how I
pushing that. Listen, they've been trying to fight that. They've been trying to push that for years. It won't work on me. It won't work. It won't
not
work.
when I heard the man himself say I never wrote for him. Even when he was going at Wayne, he was just like, if you notice, because he had a video, he was in his hood and shit. He was like, if you notice, before me it was wobbly wobbly, and then after me it was for fucking with the boy. He just helped him clean the flow up. Like he ain't write nothing for him like at all. Like I don't. I'm not gonna discredit a nigga pen just because he cleaned his flow up. That's different from actually getting written for. That's different.
The nigga then said we got it on documentation too. So we got the Double XL article from 07 when the nigga said verbatim he didn't write nothing for Wayne. It was more about a flow thing. He actually said he wrote Baby though. He wrote for Baby. He said that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't even doubt that.
So like when he played the freestyle a day, the freestyle to me it was cool. It was like 6 out of 10. I mean the bars was there, but the delivery was weak in my opinion. It was just the
I remember that freestyle.
Yeah, but I see what niggas was trying to do with that. Oh, y'all can hear it. I see it.
Oh,
now.
They were saying that.
Yeah, they were saying in the quotes. Go look at the quotes. Oh, I see it. Y'all hear what I hear. Y'all see what I see. Y'all know who they referring to. You know who they referring to, man. It's two different. It's two different niggas, man. It's two different niggas for a reason, bro.
Y'all cut that out, man. Y'all losing sleep doing that, man.
It be that revisionist shit, bro. But for me now, it's more so like I felt like in my early Twitter days, I was more so about fighting all that shit. Now it's kind of like I be laughing, bro. Like it's like, oh shit, like because you can't win against these niggas. Y'all know what y'all doing. It's just like prime example, right? Why is it that every months it's like with Jay-Z, it's with Wayne, it's everything that's great has been deemed GOAT status. These niggas are trying to bring it up every 3 months to try to compare it to something to discount its impact. Y'all not changing nothing about The Wire.
Oh, I was just about to say that because niggas trying to say
about The Wire, bro.
I don't even want to do this, but niggas really still doing this whole, Franklin is Snowfall's better. No, like, nah, it's not even the same category. Well, it's a category thing, but it's not even the same league, man. Like, it's just not like The Wire was written perfectly for 5 straight seasons. It set the standard for how you're supposed to write a series from front to back with layers. Each season got layers. Each season, bro. There's a quotable for life in almost every episode. Like
each season had a particular theme that didn't get away from the main plot.
Each season is not the same, but it still connects. Like, it just, come on, man.
That's elite writing. So it's like when y'all constantly bringing up like Lil Wayne in comparison with somebody, Hove didn't do this in 05 or whatever year. The Wire is this is Jordan this, and it's like, bro, like, no, y'all can't
give it a break, man.
Give it a break. Let it go. This shit ain't changing. But these niggas be doing that shit for engagement. That's all that shit be. That shit just be fun, bro. And I hopefully, because for Melly Mel to be saying this, and I could be wrong because this interview could have been done months prior. But for it to be out now off the heels of the celebration we just had at the Grammys, that's the shit that's kind of just, it's counterproductive, bro. Because it's all about. There? I don't think he was there. I'm not sure, but it's all about embracing.
That's crazy.
It's all about embracing each other's shit, bro. Everything is you either adapt or you get left behind. We talked about this before. Yeah. Everything evolves, bro. Music evolves, but there's still gonna be somebody who's still tapped in with that type of element. We're not in the era now where we're just dependent on the radio to listen to new music. You have this phone device at your hand literally 24/7. You can go to these apps, you go to Spotify, Apple Music, all these places, and literally go find what you're looking for. So I don't feel like it really don't be it really don't be no need to be complaining about a lot of this shit. Yeah. I'm just more about celebrating and not complaining about this shit, bro. That's how I feel. It be too much complaining and discounting niggas' art because you don't fuck with them. It's just even like with podcasting. I seen a tweet the other day that said, how about y'all start plugging the podcast y'all like instead of the ones you don't like? That'd be my thing. Like, as much time as y'all spend retweeting the clips that y'all see, you tired of seeing, why don't you plug the ones that you do listen to? Or if you don't listen to none, period, start retweeting that shit. You helping the engagement. That goes for anything. I don't spend my time talking about rappers or R&B artists I don't like. I've never been like that.
Right.
I'm gonna let you know from the jump, hey, yeah, I don't really listen to man. Because if I'm continuously talking about that shit, what that make me? To me, that make me a hater. If you don't listen to something or you don't like something, you either secretly really like it or you just being a hater. Because who's gonna be the next rapper? Who's gonna be the next rapper to come out to try to discount a legend?
I hope that should stop, honestly. Because I mean, everybody got their respective place for a reason. Like, there's no reason to try to like, make niggas rewrite what's going on, because that's just, for what? What are we doing that for? So, like I said, man, like I just wish it was more unified as far as like everybody respecting each other's place, because not for nothing, everybody work hard for their respective place. So I'm not a fan of people shitting on somebody else just because they woke up, feeling disgruntled with themselves. Like Melly Mel was at the Grammys, so he was there. He got honored. See, I didn't watch that tribute, so I didn't know, but he was there.
Okay.
Him and the Furious Five was there.
But see, that's my thing too. So like, what is it? What are we doing? You getting your proper just due. I ain't never heard Rakim ever talk down on nobody, bro.
You don't got to. He's known. He's still the God MC to everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to. And that was the thing. That was the title of that article on OK Player. It was like, Melly Mel is known as one of the undisputed GOATs of rap. He's a fundamental figure. It's up to him to figure out if that's enough for him or not. That's up to him. Like, that's up to him, really. Like, I mean, that's just couldn't have said it better. Like, he gotta be secure with his place.
I think people don't really. I think they also don't recognize, again, how many rappers came through the game. How many rappers?
Thousands.
Yeah, like how many rappers really came through the game, bro? Like that says a lot. And for you to be recognized in a top 50, bro, that should be enough.
But he's known as a fundamental figure of the whole genre.
Facts.
Like, I
And
mean, that's a fact. Like, it just is. He just is. So it's like he like that article say, like that got to be enough for him. Like you know.
And it's all and truth be told, also you have to be secure in your place, because at the end of the day, the reality is it's not always about who did it first, it's who did it the best. That's the reality here. Everybody who did something first is not necessarily the best. I don't discount you. You could be, in some occasions, it's rare that you could have been the first and the best to do it. But in most cases, it's somebody who come along afterwards who did it better than you. That's just the game. That's what anything.
All I'm gonna say is basketball is at least 40 years old before Jordan came in the league.
So he came in 84.
84. Basketball been around at least what? Let me figure out. When was basketball created? let's just Google that. I got the MacBook right here. Let's just Google this real quick. 1891 when basketball was first created. 1891 when basketball was first created. You dig? And the GOAT didn't come into creation until the Professional Basketball League until 1984. So that says enough. And not for nothing, niggas thought they already seen some of the greatest basketball players they ever seen before then. You still had Kareem, niggas still was champion Wilt. You had Larry Bird was in the league before Jordan. It was a lot. Magic. It was already a plethora of talent in the league. Dr. J, like it was already people in the league before Jordan came. It's not like he just came and, hey, I'm here. Like even when he came, he still had his growing pains. So, you know.
Facts. And I look at it like this. Because my thing is, there's room for everybody to grow. There's room for everybody to get appreciated. If you're that confident and you know that your shit is that good. Because my whole thing is like, what type of narrative are you trying to paint? You trying to change somebody's idea to somebody else because of how you feel. To me, that shit whack. Because that, like, I always tell niggas, I ain't trying to change your mind about nothing. Have your opinion, but bro, we don't got to tell lies. I don't ever hear some nigga talking about Busta Rhymes is beating Jay-Z in a versus, bro. Like, no, we not doing that. And I love Busta, but no, man, no. It's levels for a reason, bro. And I think this goes back to this time that I feel like we in, where everybody was just good. And it's not saying Busta's not good. Everybody just the top. No, bruh. There was always levels for a reason, because that's just how everybody wasn't Michael Jackson. Everybody wasn't Prince. Everybody wasn't Whitney Houston. Everybody wasn't Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige. That there was levels for a reason. That don't mean you wasn't good. You just wasn't as good as them. That's just how it is. Everybody is placed at a certain level for a reason, bruh.
Hey, Melly Mel nasty for saying that.
Let's talk about Chaka Khan, bro. Chaka Khan was on that hating shit. And you know what's so crazy? I had to get reminded. This shit, oh, my bad, y'all. I had to get reminded about that Kanye shit. I forgot that initially she wasn't fucking with that through the wire sample, bro.
Oh, she didn't want to write that shit off. She didn't want to sign off on that sample. They had to fight for that.
That shit was crazy. And then when I seen her,
at first she wasn't buying that shit at all. The boy had to like beg her to sign off for that shit.
Bruh, then I'm listening to her recent comments about Mary and Mariah and all. I'm like, oh, Chaka really is a hater.
What she say about them?
Oh,
I saw Artemis Gordon post about Chaka Khan, but I didn't know where that was coming from. So if she said some shit about Mary and who else?
She didn't like how she did what's that song that Mary got on My Life? I will love you anyway, even if you cannot stay. That song.
Oh, good loving.
She said she fucked that shit up. She said she fucked that song up.
No, she didn't.
She did say that. She said Mariah Carey, she only got placed out of. She said that must be payola. I think she said Ariana Grande ain't really correct. You could correct me if I'm wrong. I think she was speaking on Ariana Grande when she said something about she can't sing or some shit like that. Yeah, bro, Chaka was going in. She has apologized since now. But yeah, Chaka's a hater, bro. She's a real hater. Yeah.
I'm bringing that up now. Chaka Khan. I didn't know she was going in. Chaka Khan apologizes after shading Mary J. Blige, Adele, and Mariah Carey. I took the bait. That's
That was
crazy.
Adele. That's what it was, Adele. Yup. Said she can't really sing like that.
That's cat because I'm not even a fan of hers, and I know she can sing.
Yeah, that Mary J. Blige one, that one was nasty. That one was nasty. I'm like, damn, how you just gonna shit on Sweet Thing like that? Both of y'all did y'all thing on that record, bro. Yeah, bro. Chaka Khan was shitting on them.
Chaka Khan did not mean to upset anyone when she slammed Rolling Stone's 200 greatest singers of all time list. The legendary vocalist took to Instagram to share a sincere apology. Recently, I was asked about a list of the greatest singers of all time. Instead of questioning the need for such a list, I was pitted against other artists and I took the bait. As artists, we are unfairly put into boxes, categories, or on lists. It was not my intention to cause pain or upsetting anyone. To anyone that felt this way, I sincerely apologize.
Chaka full of shit. She lying. Ain't nobody pit you against nobody, bro. You said those shit's unwarranted, bro. Like, come on, man.
I told wait. wait. I found wait. Oh, Sweet Thing was introduced to Chaka Khan in 1975 during her time with the band Revis, and after Mary J. Blige put her spin on it in '92, rumors were afloat that Chaka Khan often called Sweet Thing the song that Mary J. Blige fucked up. the pair ended their relationship in 2007 and recorded a song called Disrespectful. I remember that song. I told Mary J. Blige she fucked up. Chaka Khan said, "Wow." Damn, bro, what the hell? What the hell, bro? What's up with all this hate and shit, man?
Disrespectful. And like I said, Chaka, you are a legend. You are one of the greatest of all time, vocalists, performers, all of that. But Mary J. Blige, that's a different animal right there. I'm just being real. That's just a different. It's levels, man. It's levels, and that don't take away from Chaka.
Mary might be top 3 all time.
Bro, listen, you talking about her impact alone, the music that she came out. No, she came out the gates with 3 straight classics.
That's what I'm saying. She might be top 3 all time, bro.
Like
as far as female R&B artists, I think she's like top 3. Like might be top 2.
What's the 411? My Life, Share My World. Then you can probably argue for Mary in '99. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Like her discography is flawless, low key.
Like, stop it. And then she was able to adapt with the times, bro.
She never felt she was never out of place. She always pivoted.
Bro, Mary still had a banger in 05. That was one of the big. And on top of not only, she still had a banger in 05 with Mariah Carey arguably dropping her best album that year too.
Yeah.
They were battling for position with those 2 records. What was Mary's record? What was that? What was the name of that song, man? You know what I'm talking about.
Be Without You.
Be Without You, yes. But you had Mariah with her shit. It was like, oh shit, Mary's still coming with heavy hitters, like off of a decade.
Hold on, I'm gonna just shoot some shit off from 2000 up to 2005. So off top, she had No More Drama 01, Family Affair 01,
Rainy Days
from 01, Rainy Days 01, The One in 2005, Enough Crying 2005, Take Me As I Am 2005, going crazy. That's just 2005. Be Without You 2005. Just Fine 2007. That's a big hit for her.
That's a big hit.
That's a big hit.
That's a big hit.
Wait. I'm gonna just go through because it got like top 20 songs. Like, I'm gonna just read one side of that shit. So Family Affair, Real Love, I Can Love You, I'm Going Down, Everything in 1997. Take Me As I Am. It's all love. Don't mind. Just sing. That's 2020. That's another hit she got. Love No Limit. Come on, bro. Sweet Thing. Share My World 97. Love Is All We Need. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
It's different. It's different. It's different. It's different.
She got a tidal wave for niggas, bro.
Yes. Yeah.
Not Gonna Cry. We didn't even say Not Gonna Cry. We
Oh
didn't
my
even say
God.
Not Gonna Cry.
We
Like,
already know
come
what that.
on, bro.
We already know what that did for a certain soundtrack. We already
Word.
know. We already know what that did for a certain soundtrack.
You still got Be Happy, My Life. You Remind Me. Come on, bro. Like, what we doing?
Yeah, Chaka. I don't know what Chaka was off of, bro. That shit is ridiculous.
Like,
And
man,
then,
he got a clip.
yeah, she got a clip, bro. Who's standing across that? Even though she said she ain't gonna do no verses because it ain't enough money, but
She
nobody.
said straight
It's
up.
gonna be
She
hard.
said straight up. She said straight up. Swiss and Timberland got a check for her.
Yeah, that's. But it's like no, man. You got to when it comes to somebody like Chaka Khan and Mary J. Blige, them two should be like on the best of terms. You see what I'm saying?
Word.
Should be no hate on either side.
Like
You
when, like
paved
how
the
we
way.
saw, like how we saw Jordan embracing all the niggas after him at the 75th. That's how Shaka Khan should be with the singers after her.
Facts.
The
It's like
only
them boys.
person that see, like, of course, we saw Jordan still got issue with Magic Johnson, but that's still love too.
Yeah, but it's like who where is there the game when you doing that? Because yes, you did pay the way for the Mary J. Blige, the Mariah Careys, and the SWVs and all them other groups of female artists. But it's like, if anything, y'all should be like on the best of pages, in my opinion, especially when it comes to the R&B tip, because not for nothing, y'all could still be singing way late into your 60s, 70s. Like Aretha Franklin was still singing, before she passed. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I
Shit,
don't understand.
if Smokey Robinson's still moving around, I just seen a video of Smokey Robinson putting on a show for some older ladies at a show. If Smokey Robinson still can move around, there's no reason why Shaka Khan still can't be moving around getting her paper. That's just a
That's what
fact.
I don't understand it, bro. I ain't seen no hating. I'm not really understanding the hating. I'm really not understanding that shit, bro. To be honest,
Yeah, it's confusing to me. I don't get it because it's unnecessary.
I don't get it. You had to flip. You gotta flip your camera. You sideways.
Oh, I had to try to let my
uh,
phone charge.
okay, yeah, I got you.
I
Uh,
got it. Yeah.
but yeah, man, I forgot about that shit happening, bro. Shaka Khan she was definitely out of pocket, bro. I wasn't fucking with that because at the end of the day,
That's nasty.
I look at it like this: if you're willing to do that, how can you expect somebody years down the line to respect what you really got going on?
That's a fact.
Somebody can come back and say, "Oh, why the fuck I got to care about, Shaka Khan?" You know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. So we got some other that's been brewing in the music world. We got Hitmaker versus Young, Hitmaker versus Hit Boy, man.
Right.
So
Let's
Hitmaker,
get it.
shit. Hitmaker came out. I'm tripping today, y'all. My bad. Hitmaker was the one who came out first and made some comments, right?
Yeah, Hitmaker was on Hot 97 with Ebro and Jim Jones. They was promoting Jim Jones and Hit Boy new album Back in My Prime. And I think one of the dudes up there had mistaken his name for Hit Boy, and he was like, "Nah, I'm Hitmaker. I'm the one that got the most songs on the radio right now." And niggas was like, "Damn, what? Like, huh?" Niggas was like, "Damn, wait, what?" They was like, "Damn, why you feel like that?" He was like, "Nah, it's all love," but he know what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the radio more, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, like he entitled to feel like that. Whatever he's doing right now got him on the radio. He doing good things over at Atlantic. He the president of A&R over there. He's been the president over there for a few years now. Um, I don't know, man. What you think about this shit, man? Because immediately when Hit Boy heard the shit, he got in the booth. He got in the booth and he dropped that track that he just got out with Alchemist right now. That shit fire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. What you think about this shit, man?
I don't think Hitmaker trying to rap. I don't think he's trying to rap with him. But you came at that man first, so I don't see why you don't want to step in the ring.
I mean that Hit Boy ain't do the internet shit. That man got in the booth. You know what I'm saying? Like we always talk about this. And then you get in you say something about somebody, and they get in the booth. If you don't get in
Facts.
that booth, I mean, what was the shots for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and Hitmaker, he's very successful in his own right. Like you can feel how you feel about him or whatever. But he's accredited within his own right. But like, it's the rules are still the rules. You know, if you speak on somebody and that man hop in the booth, I mean, you got to match that energy.
That's how I feel. I agree with you. I think we need to get a record from him, but I don't think we're gonna get a record from him, and he gonna let that shit die down. He probably gonna be on some shit like, "Oh, I just produced this. I just made this. Where your records at?" So, nigga, I gave you a whole.
That's what he tried. He tried to play it because he went on his Instagram.
He said.
So all right. So yeah, Rory had posted the clip of that verse before Alchemist and him dropped that song. So I saw what he was trying to do. So when Rory tweeted it, he quote tweeted, it was like, "Rory, you a culture vulture, all
Yeah.
this other shit." And I'm like, bro, like you was on them boys' show. Like if he said the culture vulture, why was you on Rory on my podcast? But anyways, he was like, "Yeah, you a culture vulture. I got something for all that." So he went on his Instagram. He was like, he basically was like, he tried to leak a text message. I guess him and Hit Boy was messaging a while back about linking up or something. And he was like, "Yo, like you want to get with the wave? You talk about niggas on your wave." And he was like, basically all it was like, niggas trying to link up. Like that's all it was. If you read the message, that's all. I mean, it wasn't like.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah, like it wasn't like some detrimental shit to Hit Boy. Like it just looked like niggas was about to link up. Like that's all it looked like to me. And I think Hit Boy real name Quincy or some shit. He was like Quincy, like just saying his name. I'm like, all right, bro, what is this?
Where the music at?
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get a record from him though.
No, we're not getting no record from him, which
So
is crazy because he came out rapping.
Yeah, Hit Boy, that shit was fire too. That shit was fire.
Yeah.
That shit sound good. Hit Boy gonna rap now. That's one thing I will say. He gonna rap and he gonna produce. So, I mean, yeah, man, you take shots at niggas, man. You gotta be able to stand on your square, man.
Yeah, I mean, because even when at that interview for the Hot 97, Ebro was like, "Well, shit, if he was like, if you don't get in the booth, why don't y'all do a versus?" And niggas was like, "Oh, okay, like that would make sense. Like revamp the verses with them too. That would be fire."
Fire. That would be fire.
Like, what if Hit Boy be like, what, fuck it, let's cook up a fresh beat right now. Who make the what if they run through their songs and then Hit Boy like, let's cook up, let's do a live cook up right now.
I think he'll
That
get
would
him out
be
of there.
fire. That would be fire though. That would be fire.
As far as making a beat on spot, I think Hit Boy will get him out of there.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Right on the spot, I think so. Yeah. But
I've been
looking
looking up Hit Boy in the studio like this weekend because I wanted to really like see what bro he can do some cook up. But I agree with you. I think Hit Boy get him out of there like off the top. Like I don't know. Like when it comes to that NPC, Hit Boy different.
And now if they do it on the versus stage and they just running through, they produce shit. Yeah, that's gonna be a closer battle than what people think.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a close battle. I honestly wouldn't pick nobody.
No, I'm just gonna watch that shit honestly.
Oh, go ahead.
I'd be entertained. Like that'd be a good version, especially if they're gonna bring it back with them too. That'd be fire.
Bro, listen, I'm like 0 for 4 on my last versus pick, so I ain't picking shit. And the biggest one, and Mario and on Mario one, oh my god, I was dead.
A lot of people thought that Mario was gonna cook, and he did not do what he was supposed to do.
You talk about a wash? Man, that nigga got cleaned up that night, bro. That was the last verses we had, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was one of the last ones. That man Mario took like three. He took like 3 victory laps on this man.
Hey, listen. When they did the first song, right? I was like, all right, like yeah. Mario came. It was that second round. I was like, all right, bro. Like, I ain't know Mario had that in the tuck now. Don't start bullshit. Niggas want to pull out watermelons and shit. I'm like, oh man, this.
Hey, Mario's like, this what we condoning? This nigga's eating watermelon, yo. Hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what Mario had going on, man. He just, I don't know, brother.
Nah, man, listen, dog. Listen, I'm not picking no more verses if that shit is a comeback. Do you think we've seen the end of that though? Because now that you say that, Hitmaker and Hit Boy would be a great reintroduction to verses, bro. But you think that shit
would
over
be fired?
With? You think that shit over?
I think that shit over because them niggas been saying they was gonna bring that shit back, and we ain't seen nothing. We ain't seen nothing, man. Them dudes, I honestly feel like, and I could be wrong. I feel like they fucked it up when they got that money and they tried when the news came out and they was like, oh no, we ain't sold nothing. Like they fucked some shit up, bro.
I think the Triller deal fucked everything up.
It fucked that Triller deal fucked everything up. You know what I'm saying? It's been the same since then. It was like, all right, versus was like this. Continue going up. Continue going up. It even plateaued, but it was still up. That Triller deal came and niggas like, oh, we gotta pay for this low budget ass app. Pew, down immediately.
They should have kept that shit on Apple. I mean, Instagram
you on Apple. You on Apple already.
You know what's so crazy? If people couldn't watch it, they could have listened to it on Apple Radio. They had an actual verse for that shit.
Because I remember it was a live stream. It was a live stream.
When I was at work a couple of times for the verses, I was able to listen to that shit on Versus Radio on Apple Radio.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
like
I don't know.
You already with Apple, they got the infrastructure for that shit already. Like you with the Triller, like y'all sold out.
They definitely sacrificed quality with that Triller shit, bro.
Yeah.
They sacrificed the quality with that Triller shit. And it's like nothing them niggas can say about that shit. Honestly, I mean, they know, but it was good for the time it lasted. But hey, man, Hitmaker, man, you gotta get in the booth, man.
If you cashing checks, if you writing checks, you gotta cash
nigga like
checks,
Hit Boy. That's one thing I will say.
And the thing about it, like,
and if you don't, we all know what happens with checks.
The thing about it, like, Hit Boy was naming a few other producers. Like, it wasn't just him. Like, he was in his bag.
Hey man, he's like, as far as his generation, bro, he's gonna get recognized. Like, I look at Hit Boy like how I used to look at Just Blaze and them.
Oh, like, right, yeah, he definitely in that tier. He in that tier.
He, like, as far as this era, bro, like, he's really tapped into a lot of different shit. He's done Beyonce records. You know what I'm saying? Like, he worked on Watch the Throne. Like, it's really like Hit Boy is very, very fucking talented, and he can stamp himself in this era, bro. I think he's far from done. I think he's still in his peak, to be honest.
Yeah.
Look what he did with Nas.
He was talking crazy in that verse. He was like, shit, I'm in everybody lane.
He said that. He said, look how he kind of revived Nas post that Kanye album.
Yeah.
That's more Nas. Like, talk about adapting with the times but still being true to your element. King's Disease is Nas, bro. Like,
they got a Grammy out that series.
And that's the thing, like, sometimes two great people don't need to come together. Kanye and Nas is great. But for what Kanye was at his time and that sound, that wasn't meshing with Nas, bro. So then when King Disease came out, I'm like, bro, this is what Nas would sound like in 2020 with this type of production, bro. This is what you needed. That was a big bounce back. So yeah, Hit Boy's in a lot of motherfuckers' lane, man. That shit was funny to see this week though. All Hit nigga had to do was get in the booth.
Did you hear that? Hit Boy just produced the whole album for Music Soul Child too.
I did not hear that.
That came out this week too.
Okay, I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out. I ain't seen that. He been kind of quiet lately. It's an R&B album.
Yeah, it's an R&B album.
Because if it's rap, I'm not. No, you're not doing that.
I never want to hear Music Soul Child rap.
I tried to do that shit. You remember that shit?
Yes. No, I remember that shit. That shit didn't last either. That nigga got back to singing quick.
He got a whole new alias. He got a whole new alias too, bro. That shit was crazy. I was like, no, man, music can't come out here and try to be no rapper, man. No, that's just not flying, bro. We're not doing that. Sorry. Stick to your element. Everything ain't for everybody, bro. Everything is not for everybody. So we got some unfortunate news, man. This is a wild story. So apparently 4 people from South Carolina got kidnapped in Mexico. 2 of them were killed. They got caught up in a Mexican cartel versus another cartel beef. They ended up getting kidnapped. 2 of them got killed because they was initially on their way to a trip for somebody to have surgery done. Actually,
it was three men, 1 woman, one female. Allegedly the female, they rode with her to get her. She was getting BBL surgery, and from what's been coming out, they got mistaken as Haitian drug smugglers, leading to all of them getting arrested. I mean, kidnapped, and 2 of them ended up dying. I don't know, man. Shit, unfortunate, bro. Like that just shit crazy. That shit crazy as hell. And they had the video. Like, did you see the video?
I see the video when it was getting put on the back of the truck.
Yeah. That's all I saw.
I don't know, man. That shit just that shit was like, damn, man. Like nobody's thinking about doing that shit. Like as far as having that on their mind to worry about when they go to another country. And for you to get kidnapped, killed, 2 of them get killed. I think 2 of them got killed, 1 severely injured. The other one was like, they was alive. They didn't really get too many injuries. And it's like, man, that shit is on. All I got to say is, man, y'all be safe, man. Please be safe.
Yeah, man.
And be mindful of what
crazy. No, go ahead.
Could be wild as hell, man. You gotta be mindful of what area you're going to. They don't give a fuck
man.
about.
You gotta do your research before you go over these places, man. Like shit just crazy, man. You don't know exactly like what they going through over there or what's going on. You just gotta do your research, and even when you get over there, still move very cautiously, bro. Very cautiously, because not for nothing, man. All 4 of them supposed to be able to come back home, no matter what they had, what they was going through, or what people think they was doing. Like they should have been able to come home, and 2 of them ain't make it. Like you know what I'm saying, like, and they from South Carolina, and South Carolina, you know, social media for South Carolina is so small. Like we on Facebook. You already know that you're gonna see somebody talking about somebody who know them, like
Yeah.
personally. So it's like, it's just sad seeing people, have to bury their loved ones or whatever just off a trip. You know what I'm saying?
It's unfortunate. I just want everybody who I know travel, just please be safe, man. Just is because the main priority is to make it back home, man. Have a good time, but you also got to get back home too. And it's like you also got to be mindful of what area you're going to when you go to these countries, man. Like be mindful of what roads you taking, like who you traveling. It's just a whole bunch of factors that factor in that. A lot of people like mentally would put in the back of their mind because their main focus is to go there, just handle their business or just have a good time. But yeah, man, it was just story, bro. Like that was just wild. I remember just seeing that shit on the TV. Everybody was talking about it. I'm like, they got kidnapped. Like, why they get kidnapped? And I didn't even know they got mistaken for drug smugglers. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I read. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if that even came from like somebody over there, but that's what they was trying to like theorize. Like, they might have got mistaken for drug smugglers from somewhere else, or something. But like you said, man, this is an unfortunate situation, man. And, just gotta be careful when you traveling to these other places, man. Like, We always say, it's fucked up here, but it's way fucked up other places, bro. So
You just gotta be very, very careful, dog. You gotta be very, very careful. I mean, but condolences and RIP to them, and all the loved ones that was affected by that. I wish that on nobody, man. So
facts.
did you get a chance to see Chris Rock stand up?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it last week when it came out.
So what you think? I haven't watched that shit. I don't plan on watching it. So what you think about this shit? Because I got a whole my whole own theory about this whole rollout and everything.
I mean, all right. So on one hand, I ain't mad at him. Breaking his silence and getting a bag for it or whatnot. But I never, when I was younger, like watching like his old HBO stand-ups, when you younger, like you just watching it for a funny moment. You're not watching it from like different lenses, so to say. So I didn't
Yeah,
really live life yet. So as I got older, like his stand-up now, like he got classic movies. Like I ain't gonna take away his movies. Like he get busy on some of his movies. He got Everybody Hates Chris, that classic TV series. I'll never take that from him. I never really was a fan of Chris Rock's stand-up comedy. I never really was a fan of his spiel, like, we gotta be on our best behavior around white people. We gotta, you got even back then, like on like, blacker than black or whatever, like his whole thing was you got black people and you got niggas. Like he always like would dig into shit like that. I never really was a fan of that type of comedy. I felt like it's kind of coonish, to so to say. Like I never was a fan. I'm not a fan of that brand of comedy. And he kind of wrapped it up on that same note, like he should have. I think the last thing he said before he dropped the mic was, you're not supposed to fight like that in front of white people. Then he dropped the mic, and I was like, bro, it's the same shit you kind of been on
I heard the
since.
joke was people be asking me why I didn't fight Will Smith. He said because I was taught not to fight in front of white people and drop the mic.
That's what it was. That's exactly what he said, and I'm like, bro, like I'm not with this whole respectability politic comedy, bro. Like that shit is corny, bro. Like you, end of the day, bro, you still got stole off on, and he tried to make it funny. He was like, well, not for nothing, you had an interview with the same person that cheated on you, and everybody else was tripping off you, but you wait until somebody that you can beat. You wait till somebody you can beat up, say something to slap them. That's some bitch shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you waited this long for that? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all
Here's the
right,
thing.
bro. Like,
Here's my thing because Chris Rock
right.
got a stand up from like I think 2018 or 19 that was pretty hilarious. I can't even front. That's when he was on the whole thing about you know men don't get love like women and babies and all that other shit. I can't remember
He
the
was
name of
cooking. He was cooking on that one. He was cooking on that one.
on that one. And I have my own personal views on Chris Rock, especially with that whole Louis C.K. shit and
Oh
Seinfeld.
yeah, yeah.
To me, I didn't want to watch the stand up because of what was going to be the theme, and I knew the theme was going to be surrounded around Wills. The moment that shit happened, has it already been a year?
Yeah, it's been a year.
That was at the Oscars last year,
The Oscars tonight. So yeah, it's been a year.
bro. I thought that shit was honestly like November, December for some reason. I cannot believe
Nope.
it's already a year since that shit happened, bro.
Yep. The Oscars are tonight, as a matter of fact. So yeah.
That's crazy. That was a year ago. So anyway, I didn't want to give that shit no attention. Like it's like, bro, like you had all this time, but something told me that when that shit happened, Chris was gonna make a money play off that shit.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's what he did. And not for nothing, like I said, I ain't mad at that. If you want to wait till this time, and niggas want to give you a bag to speak on it, go for it. But it gotta be funny, bro. This shit really wasn't that funny to me. Like, it was cool. Like it was some cool points to it, but like I said, he gonna get right back into the whole like the niggas versus black people shit. And that shit is corny to me. Like I never was a
I
fan of
don't
that
like
type of
that.
comedy.
We gotta act a certain way in front of white people. Nah, dog. Like that shit. I ain't really with that shit, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. That nigga just I just ain't got no more. I ain't got no more burn for that shit, to be honest. I don't really plan on watching it, but I did see people get all supports about it. I did some people talk about, all right, now I understand that y'all already felt Chris Rock, but that nigga do got some funny shit now. We ain't doing that. And I
Oh
agree.
yeah,
Like,
like we said earlier, niggas trying to rewrite shit. Like I would never rewrite Chris Rock. Chris Rock got Pootie Tang, Head of State. Uh, he got he got movies. CB4.
I
Like
think my wife.
I think I hit my wife. That's a classic. Like I ain't gonna. You can't take nothing. You can't take that from him. But
Yeah.
as far as his stand up go, I never was really a fan of his brand of stand up. And then, like you say, the whole Louis C.K. shit, like that was disgusting. I still got that on my page.
Oh, that shit wild, bro. It's crazy that Seinfeld really was the only one up there. It was like, bro, like,
No,
I
that's
don't,
not right.
I don't find the humor, nor do I try to seek it. That's important. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't find the
Right.
humor, nor do I try to seek it. Like, it's crazy that he had to be the realest person up there, and he was a white man.
And then Chris Rock was trying to double down on it, and I'm like, bro, like, nah, bro.
It's like, oh no, we talk like this all the time. He was like, okay, like, am that supposed to mean something to me? Like, no, like I don't get down. And I could tell with Chris, with Jerry, it was genuine because he kind of always carried himself like that. I could tell he never was the one to try to force like, oh yeah, I'm down. No, I truly believe Jerry Seinfeld really feels like that.
Yeah, because Jerry, for the most part, Jerry just been in his own lane. Like he ain't never really, got out of pocket with nobody. The only person that really got out of pocket on Seinfeld was Kramer.
Kramer,
And
yeah.
Kramer got dealt with, so it is what it is. But like you said, like yeah, Jerry always been in his own lane. Like he ain't never really did nothing out of pocket or nothing like that.
Nah, and that nigga Jerry was just always. I mean, even when you look at his run, like you remember when Wale put his skit on More About Nothing when he had the conversation in, and he was talking about like how the shows, and he's like, bro, I was like number one for 6 straight years. Like he's the difference between. He said something about like how it's different between like being canceled and being number one. So like as far as like being outspoken, that's really one of the moments that I only remember Jerry Seinfeld being like outspoken. Like when Seinfeld was coming to an end, he just had to reestablish order. Really, that's all that really was. That shit was crazy, bro. I can't believe that. Actually, I can't remember. I actually can't believe that mixtape came out 13 years ago. It'll be 13 years. It'll be 13 years in August.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Hey, that nigga Tiger Woods. Speaking of that nigga Tiger Woods changed the locks on Shorty in it. No, he told her he was gonna she was flying back somewhere, some shit like that. He ended up changing the locks or some shit.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me pull it up because.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that. Wow. I said,
I gotta. Let me pull this up, man. So this is the latest article. Tiger Woods says, "Me and my ex had no oral deal. She had no right to live in my house." Tiger Woods has fired back at his ex-girlfriend, disputing her claim he had an oral agreement to let her live in his house and essentially support her for years, and would have shaped him to be a hyper nasty $30 million suit. Tiger's lawyers are challenging Erica Herman, who claimed in her lawsuit Tiger promised to support her and let her live in his house for at least 5 more years in return for services, quote, she did not specify, end quote. This before he broke up with her a few months back. According to legal docs, Tiger's lawyers, during their relationship, Mr. Woods invited Miss Herman to live with him as a guest in the residence. Mr. Woods never negotiated an oral tenancy agreement with Miss Herman, nor was there ever a written tenancy agreement between Mr. Woods or the trust on the hand. And Miss Herman, on the other hand, Mr. Woods never transferred to Miss Herman any ownership interest or any rights of possession to the residence. So I don't know, man. So yeah, apparently she came back to the crib and the locks was changed and she felt away. She's trying to take this man to court for 30 M's. But that man probably told you like your time is up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
That
I
shit
don't know,
wild.
bro.
That shit wild, bro. I don't know,
And
man.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Tiger made her sign an NDA, and she's challenging the NDA as a separate legal action.
How can she do that if
So,
she's
yeah, these bras find all type of loopholes when they want to get you, man.
hey? That nigga Tiger's hilarious. So you know when this shit happened, they bought out them texts from 08, 09, right?
This is Tiger.
About horny levels? That
This is Tiger.
nigga Tiger said, man, fuck them military people. They'll be all right.
Word.
Come through. When you use cock as a black man, you a different type of
You super horny. You a horny man.
and the shit different because back then text messaging was different. So that shit, you had to be sending them texts like I was like, oh shit, this nigga really was firing them shits back to back. This wasn't like no thread now. Like the shit was different then. I was like, oh no, this nigga Tiger was wilding, bro. Cause how many
Tiger
women?
was.
You remember how much women it was?
It been like 5 bras, bro.
I thought it was like 10, 15 of them.
It might have been because you gotta think he was still married then. He was
But
just about to get a divorce.
here's the thing though. I really didn't like how that shit went down with Tiger because essentially this nigga was getting canceled for cheating. You remember that shit?
Oh yeah, I remember because Pete. Now I was working at Nike then, right? We had a big Tiger Woods mural on the side of the building, so that shit went down like that week, right? I remember pulling up the next week Monday to work. These niggas taking Tiger Woods off the side of the building. I'm like, bro, wait, what's going on? Like, oh, they was like, we ain't dropping Tiger. Like, I remember we had a meeting. I asked about like, yo, why we take Tiger Woods off the side of the building? But we took Tiger Woods off and they put Kobe up. So I was like, all right, cool. So I was like, damn, why y'all take Tiger Woods? We was like, we just taking it down till a lot of the legal stuff died down and whatnot. We still stand with him he's still a Nike athlete, but we just taking him down. We don't want to give any customers no wrong idea. And I'm thinking to myself like bro, all Tiger did was cheat on his wife. That's all. He ain't kill nobody.
That whole shit was nasty, bro. That whole shit was fucking nasty. I didn't like how that shit because when the old boy Dante was just a man that was, and they made it seem like the wife was just going through so much turmoil. And I'm like, bro, listen, I understand it's not right to get cheated on, but y'all acting like he killed motherfuckers, bro. And the only reason why he got caught, is because he crashed his car.
Yeah, and his wife went in the phone.
And that's the only reason why he got caught. I remember that shit. He fucked that car up. I remember that shit too.
He almost died. He almost died in.
He almost died in that shit, bro. The voicemails. Oh my god, Tiger was wilding on the voicemail. They said, yeah, my wife went through my phone. Can you please delete this?
You gotta think. Tiger was high on pain meds then, so he ain't really been here. He ain't been here, bro. You gotta think. Tiger broke his back. He broke a leg. Like Tiger was hurt. He was fucked up, bro. Yeah, you gotta think that was 2009. He didn't come back to golf until like 2012, almost 2013. Remember that?
On top of dealing with that scandal. Remember he had the whole press conference. He had the whole. Hey, Wale was a sick nigga for putting that shit on his mixtape, but it was perfect. It lined up with the theme, but I get it. He put the press conference on there. He put the voicemail on there. That voicemail is still sick. But when he bought that mixtape back out, the voicemails is not on that shit.
Yeah.
It's not on there. I didn't know he had to get that shit cleared or not, but yeah, that shit was wild. That nigga Tiger was wilding. This nigga told her, you have no reason to be up in. Hey, I get it though, bro. Like, I get it. Like, if y'all not married, ain't no reason to think that you had access to that man's house, bro. Like, what are we doing?
That's crazy. Like, I mean, what else do you want? Like, it's entitlement, man. It's something, we could go in on that, but it is what it is. Like, you ain't been swinging them golf clubs with this man. Like, so how do you think you're just entitled to a whole house? Like, that'd be the shit for me. Like, what was you even this man caddy? Like, what are you doing? Like,
We not doing that shit, bro. We not doing that shit, man. So John Morant won't be charged by Colorado police. They concluded their investigation, found out there was nothing they could find to charge him with. So I'm interested to see how the NBA investigates this whole plane situation that they find out. But my whole thing is this: if the NBA is not able to find nothing, and Colorado is not charging him with nothing, I mean, he shouldn't be suspended for any significant time. I think he is still games, but I think that's just due to what him and the Grizzlies got going on at the moment. But as far as any disciplinary action, I don't think there should be any disciplinary action. I do believe that he should take this very seriously though, because essentially you're getting off. So
he definitely get off. Like when I read that shit where it said Glendale County will not file any charges, I was like, this nigga is blessed because like we talked about this shit last week, bro. Like he was this close away from putting a major stain on his resume, bro. And it's like
missing unnecessary time. Possibly
unnecessary time. Missing a lot of time, missing playoff time, I'm thankful that he, was able to, skin on by, but yeah, he really need to take this time and get his act together. Like tighten up, man. I don't see the problem with him being in the strip club. I saw that the strip club had leaked a screenshot to TMZ. That I thought that was whack. I don't know, man.
Got a quote. Got a quote from the owner talking about, he was very well, man, very well behaved. Would love to see him again. I would think so. If the whole picture is nothing but money on the floor,
it's nothing but ones. But y'all leaked that man from a security camera. Like, and shout out Darius, shout out my dog Darius. I'm pretty sure he'll listen to this too because he was like, man, that nigga posted that shit on Instagram Live, and I'm like, well, that's the difference between him posting on his personal social media and y'all being a professional business. Like y'all a strip club at the end of the day, but y'all still have a level of professionalism to maintain, and y'all gonna leak that knowing the context of what's going on with him right now. But then y'all try to clean it up and say he was so well mannered and shit like that. Like, bro, like that shit still was wrong. And that let me know, like, I mean, if y'all would leak some shit by the customer, what y'all doing to the girls that work there?
Agree, bro. Like that shit. To me, that shit just wild. I don't get it. To be real, I don't see I don't see no reason why they did it. What was the reasoning behind it? I just personally, I don't get it.
It was distasteful to do that.
Yeah, that's typically what somebody does when they go to a strip club. They probably go get a private dance. If he spent $50,000, he spent $50,000. So what?
Bro, there was literally no, like, it was all money on the floor, on the tables, like, them boys had a ball in there. I ain't even gonna lie. Them boys had a ball in there, bro.
I mean, but listen, that's a part of it. Like, for a lot of athletes, young athletes, especially when they just hit their max contract, a lot of them like to dibble and dabble in the strip club. That's the thing. That's what they're gonna do. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as he behaves himself.
What is he, 23? Like, of course he's gonna go to strip club. Like,
Josh 23. He'll be 24, I think, in the summer, sometime in the summer, August. But yeah, he's still a young man, bro. Like, he'll be fine. I do think he needs to take this as bro, like, you skated.
This would be a serious wake up call because he could have lost a lot.
He skated on this. So I think next time you won't be so lucky. So,
that's
it's good.
Yeah,
that's how it works. So it's good to see that he won't get charged, outside of basketball for that shit that he did, but he still should be taking this very serious and moving forward. If he's still taking time away from basketball to get his shit together, all right, cool. But from this point onward, we should not hear anything more about John Morant in incidents like this.
Facts.
Definitely should not. So I got to get my bag real quick because, my squad moved up to the #1 pick in the draft. Niggas must have been listening.
Hey, talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit. Y'all lost DJ Moore in the process, but
I mean, I say that to say this, man. Niggas must have been listening to a lot of the fans or myself who uttered the same sentiments. Like, bro, you got to do what you got to do to move up. and get this quarterback of the future established. You know, over the last 3-4 years, man, we've been dibbling dabbling with quarterbacks, some undrafted guys, some veteran guys, some supposedly be number one draft guys.
It's time. It's time to solidify a real draft pick.
It's time to solidify. We missed out on the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. We came out and said we didn't want Lamar Jackson, but like I said the other day, I was like, bro, our quarterback is going to be CJ, Bryce, or Lamar. This was before the news. And even before that, I was saying like, yeah. More so after that Georgia game, I was like, bro, we got to go get this man. And so when I got the news, I'm at work, right? Tell you how crazy. I'm at work. And I'm actually doing something at my station. And my phone is just going off in my pocket. On, bro, because I got everything on. The group chats I keep on silent because them shits be just running up crazy.
Right.
But then people texting me. So like, you know, when you pull out your phone, it automatically just show the names. And I'm like, oh, something must have happened in the sports because I'm seeing everybody that's just associated with sports. So I go and I open the shit. Bears have just agreed. I'm like, let's fucking go, bro. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. Niggas moved up to number one. So you already know we about to get CJ or Bryce over this bitch. Of course, I would like to have CJ, but if we get Bryce, we get Bryce. But I think that Frank Wright wants CJ Stroud. And if you look at CJ Stroud's career, he's always been an accurate passer. He doesn't really get credit for his mobility, which we saw on display versus Georgia. Showed great mobility versus Georgia. And making throws on a run, making great throws against the blitz, making great throws on third downs, because those are the main things that I look at. And it's like, bro, he has franchise Q written all over him. Like, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna let my excitement get rained down with all this clickbait, like recently with, you know, possibly trading back. Hey, listen, I know what all that shit is. Anybody who follows football knows football. That's only bait for the Texans. The Texans know Bryce Young is going to be at number 2. There's no need for them to trade up to number 1 and give up draft capital because, you know, they know we want CJ Stroud. The Panthers are not going to trade back to number 3 because that's Arizona. Arizona not moving up. The Colts are at number 4. You're not trading with the Indianapolis Colts to move back to 4, bro. You're not doing that. And you damn sure ain't trading. You're not trading back down to number 7 with the Raiders. So all that shit is just a smoke screen. We all know that that's just a chess move to get Texans. And I seen a couple, because I actually went in the thread and I was looking for some Houston Texas fans to see their thoughts on this. They was like, nah, Carolina paid the seat price. They got to live with that shit. Because all the Panthers are trying, if this is what they're trying to do, they're trying to trick the Texans into giving them an extra 2nd and 3rd round pick. That's all this shit is. It's one spot. Man. It's one spot. So if I'm the Texans, I'm like, nah, y'all keep y'all ass at number 1. And y'all do. But I say all that to say that thank you, Scott Fitterer, for making the move necessary to go get a quarterback of the future, bro. And we about to be running the NFC South, bro. Have you seen the list of NFC South and NFC period quarterbacks, bro? Starting quarterbacks. It's nasty.
I saw some shit where they saying the Bucks are trying to get Baker Mayfield as a possible starter. How does he continue to fail upwards? How?
Come on, man. We already know.
So just fuck Kyle Trask.
That's what it's looking like. Fuck Kyle Trask. Don't give him an opportunity. Bring in Baker Mayfield. But I seen Brock Purdy do some nice things with the 49ers. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, this would be perfect time to just let Kyle Trask take over. Like,
let that man take over, bro.
I don't get it. Whatever happens to them with Baker Mayfield is deserved. I'm not giving that no burn. I'm not giving that no burn, Mike. I'm just not.
Yeah, like we already we see the play, man. We see the play. But I'm just very excited. I don't see the Panthers fumbling this opportunity. So no, I don't see them trading down out of number 1. Obviously, that's just bait for the Texans. I don't see the Texans taking that bait because they know Bryce Young will be there. I'm just ready to move on. Speaking on DJ Moore, I want to salute DJ Moore for a great 5 years with Carolina. Never had a bad thing to say about him. Played every game.
True professional.
Even when we didn't have the best of quarterbacks, still was putting up 1,000-yard seasons. I do think that him and Justin Fields will take it up a notch. I see Chicago Bears fans are very excited about DJ, as they should. He's a true number 1 wide receiver. So that would definitely alleviate some stress from Justin Fields. And as far as
Yeah,
us,
because that boy Chase Claypool is ass.
you don't like Chase Claypool?
That boy got bricks for hands. He not catching nothing in Chicago, man. Since that trade, like what he had, like what 2 touchdowns? I don't even think he had like I don't even think he had like over 100-yard games. Like he just
Yeah, man. But I'm just Mo. Honestly, bro, I'm excited, bro. Like it's been a long time coming, and niggas is about. Of course, the wide receiver core. Everybody throwing jokes about obviously the work is not done at wide receiver, bro. We're
no,
not
it's
gonna
still,
go.
it's still work to do. It's still work to do, but you got to get a quarterback first, though.
And it's easier to replace a wide receiver than it is a quarterback. So I understand people had their
In
gripes.
this league now, how the league turned out now, if you can get to a stud QB, you need to get that QB first.
Yeah, get them if you got opportunity to get them. But I definitely see the smoke screen with this whole trading shit. But after just looking at what CJ did in college, his combine, how Frank Wright has talked about the type of quarterback that a pocket passer, somebody who's accurate, who got the size, he fits all of that. So I think this is just a move. And yeah, I will have a CJ Stroud jersey on order. You fuck around.
I know you copping that black joint first, right?
Come on, man. You already know what time it is, B.
Hey, so what do you think? What do you think all of this means for Lamar Jackson?
I was going to segue into that because there's a bunch of colluding going on right now. I don't like the fact that these owners, as soon as it was announced that he was going to get the tag, teams like myself, teams like mine came out and said, oh yeah, we're cool on him. Washington, we're cool on him. Who else? Atlanta, we're cool on him. And it's like all of us need fucking quarterbacks, and now y'all don't want him. Y'all mad at the Browns because they gave Deshaun Watson 230, and now y'all don't want to abide by a new market set. And people are telling me, well, Mike, the Browns didn't reset the market. They blew out the water. I said, regardless, it don't fucking matter. What does it matter? He still needs to be in that ballpark. I'm not saying they're obligated to give him 230, but he needs to get at least 200 M's guaranteed. You're not going to tell me that Kyler Murray got 160 guaranteed. Lamar Jackson deserved 160 guaranteed. No, he deserves more money than Kyler Murray, bro. He deserves at least 200. And it's so crazy because when I asked him, I said, let's fuck all that because we could debate that all day. How much money is you mean to tell me that he's not guaranteed, he's not worth being guaranteed 200 M's? They're like, yeah. Okay, so what are we talking about then? If you know the man should be in that ballpark, why y'all don't want to give it to him? I hope a lawsuit come behind that shit.
Oh, it need to. It really need to. Like these are teams that need quarterbacks, and they're saying they immediately stepped out and said that they cool on him. I'd shoot y'all some bail because apparently y'all knew what y'all were doing with that whole DJ Moore situation. But all these other niggas, it's some collusion going on. There's some collusion. And it's clear cut. Like that shit nasty. There's no way, like you said, if you got niggas like Kyler Murray getting 160 guaranteed, Lamar's worth at least 40 to 50 more than that guaranteed. And that's a fact.
Man, listen, he deserves at least 200 M's guaranteed. Deshaun Watson got 230, and they mad because if you telling me that Joe Burrow ain't gonna get at least 200 M's guaranteed, you out your mind. If you telling me Justin Herbert ain't gonna get at least 200 guaranteed, you out your mind. Like, bro, no, stop. So y'all mad at the Browns and want to undo the work.
Dumb boys definitely getting 200 guaranteed.
Yeah, and they talking about Lamar Jackson supposed to. That ain't my fault. Pay me my money. If this is the market, pay me market value. I'm a top 5 quarterback like him. Pay me my money. I think he deserves more than Deshaun Watson. But he at least needs to ballpark, though. He needs to at least be in, and I feel so bad for Lamar Jackson, bro, because he has done so much for that team, and he's worthy of his bread, bro. He shouldn't have to be playing under no tag or going through no loopholes to get his bread. But I've been hearing reports.
That shit criminal, man.
I've been hearing reports about probably maybe the Raiders entering the discussions, maybe the Dolphins. I can see a situation where he end up in Vegas, but he deserves his money, man. And it's just odd to me because we've never seen a franchise quarterback be on the market of that caliber and teams line up and say, "Oh no, we cool on dog." Like, come on, man. That's collusion written.
And they lined up to say all that shit too. What do you think about Derek Carr signing? Derek Carr signing with the Saints and saying he can't guarantee wins, but he can guarantee that there's going to be some good football played.
You saying the same thing, nigga. You either gonna say, I can't guarantee wins, I can guarantee hard work. But even still, I would even have brought that up because it's like, oh no, bro, we expect some wins up in here. I was like, yeah, I expect.
How much he signed for?
He's getting like 38 a season or something like that. I don't know the total value.
We need some wins.
It was a 4-year deal though.
We need wins. We don't need all that passive shit.
Man, fuck all that. Yeah, man. But Derek Carr I'm glad that's a Saints problem and not a Panther problem. Because if them niggas would have gave Derek Carr some money, oh my God, bro, I probably would have been up at the bank right now. But it's like, I mean, with this quarterback class, bro, it's like it's a lot of like I'm not high on Will Levis. I'm not high on Anthony Richardson. Honestly, hey Drew, you still there? I heard the Colts might be getting Will Levis or Anthony Richardson, but I hear they leaning towards Levis. I mean, what are you hearing around the Colts like talks as regards to this quarterback situation?
Man, you need to go ahead and get fucking Lamar Jackson and quit bullshit. That's how I feel. Like, the shit, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you know what? The for sure, for me, you know, I'm looking at it as the for sure. But also, it's another thing. I don't think people get on the same page with Chris Ballard as the GM. And I really think when you look at Frank Wright and you look at what you guys have going on at Carolina, I think you guys are on one wavelength. When it comes to the Colts, it's never the same fucking wavelength. Jim Irsay, he's on one agenda, Chris Ballard's on another, and now we got this new coach coming in from the Eagles, and you know he's going to run the damn ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, we pay Matt Ryan, pay fucking Carson Wentz. Hell, we even pay Phillip Rivers. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of not paying Lamar Jackson? What's the point of not going to go get that for sure talent with a better offensive line? You see what I'm saying? But of course, with Chris Ballard still being our general manager, he wants to build through the draft. So we're not going to give up that fourth pick. Well, he likes picks also. So therefore, you know, we don't know what that number 4 will look like. But I think we won't know until up to the draft.
Did you hear about any talks about y'all what quarterbacks y'all liked out the draft or trading up, or it's just kind of always
it's been so many of them shit. They've been left, right, up, down, up until y'all made y'all move. You know, they were saying CJ was coming to us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, so you only like CJ and Bryce as far as quarterbacks in this draft.
Well, I like the boy. What's the boy name from Florida?
You like Anthony.
I like him. I think he's solid. You see what I'm saying? Like I think he's a well put quarterback. But also, you know, hell, I just don't see us driving a black quarterback. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing. Like I don't see that shit. So I'm just being very realistic here. Like I'm being very realistic. I just don't see that shit happening.
Would you take him at 4?
Yeah, for
you
sure.
Would?
Okay. For sure. But again, I would give up the pick and take Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if they're ready to move past him, boom, this is your perfect shot right here. Get a young quarterback with that shitty offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead. Bring anybody to Baltimore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Ravens would definitely take Anthony Richardson if they traded that pick. Yeah, they would. And honestly,
they will be able to groom him how they want. You know what I mean? Lamar Jackson, you can't groom this man anymore. I think he's really has shown that he can do it all, but right now he needs a win now scenario. So with that being said, where do you see him going?
I mean, honestly, it just boils down to the money which y'all willing to pay him. And if Baltimore, Baltimore would have the opportunity to match, but I feel like they playing games and teams don't want to pay Lamar his money. It would just boil down to if y'all willing to pay Lamar what he wants.
Yeah. I think, and I just think we should. You know what I mean? Why the fuck not at this point?
Why MVP, man?
Come on now.
Well, I even saw some shit early this week where they were saying Phillip Rivers is teasing a comeback.
I did see that.
Y'all buying or selling?
No, selling. It's over, bro.
I'm
That
giving
nigga, Phillip needs to chill out where he at, man. He good, man.
Enjoy your 13 kids, my guy.
He got a gang of them. Enjoy them boys, bro. They need you.
They need you. Yeah. Everybody from your class is gone. Brady done gone, man. Let that shit go, man.
Let it go, man.
Yeah, hang that shit up, man. And Jim Irsay, don't get no ideas, man. We saw the Jeff Saturday situation, man. Let's hang the shit up, man. Let's get back to football. All right, let's get back to fucking football here. Okay.
And that's what I was about to ask you, Drew, because you never know with Jim Irsay because I heard he likes Will Levis. That's what I heard.
Brother.
I don't know.
Yeah, but, for me, Mike, man, like I said, the guy's so unstable. We really don't know what to expect to come out of the coach. Now, I will say with this, with us having the Eagles offensive coordinator as a head coach, you're looking at a Jalen Hurts type of quarterback situation here. You see what I'm saying? Like I think he's sold on that. So if you're looking at, okay, you got these rookies, who's going to be the next Jalen Hurts? Who has the potential of being the next, Lamar Jackson without being Lamar Jackson, Because that's, to me, as a new head coach, I'm looking at what's going to work and what has worked, what has been proven to work. And, look at the Eagles. They couldn't get the job done, but they had a hell of a season.
Yes, Jalen Hurts took a big leap. He took a big leap.
Huge leap. And,
yeah, when you look at the top of that draft, it's at least 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about 4 teams who looking for a quarterback. The Raiders, y'all, us, and the Texans. So it's like, and then you got Anthony Richardson, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and, Will Levis. So I think the Falcons looking for a quarterback too. So, but I definitely see a situation to where either y'all stay put. I don't see y'all trading back though. I don't see that.
I can see it if we're going to go for a quarterback that's out there.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, again,
unless y'all like one of those quarterbacks will follow y'all if y'all trade back. That's what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
But
if y'all trade, one of them gonna fall.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about it is I feel like we have, and not to even to knock Aaron Rodgers out of this conversation, because that's still something. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of, and that's what sucks, man, because these guys are really holding on to see what everybody else is going to do. We don't know if Aaron Rodgers is headed to the Jets. We don't know if Lamar Jackson is going to leave the Ravens. So, with that being said, niggas are really like, we ain't going to throw no money until we see where these guys are, where they're feeling and what's really shaking. Because Deshaun Watson sweepstake was going crazy last year by this time. Who's going to get Deshaun Watson? Who's going to get Deshaun Watson? Like, that shit was going crazy. They paid him the money. Now everybody's looking at it like, okay. But also, you're thinking the man's coming off of, what, 2 years, 3 years, not playing. You know what I mean?
Lamar, I think that sweepstakes is going crazy in the middle of a nasty man allegation.
Facts. 100%.
Facts. That's why I'm feeling like definitely feel more entitled. He ain't never had no off the field issues.
Nah,
I don't see why the Ravens don't. They wouldn't want to deal him. I definitely see it as a great spot for him in Indy. But I think we're going to see a lot of quarterback shakeup, of course, up until the draft night. We might see some trades on actual trade night. I don't think we'll be involved in any. I do see a situation where Arizona may trade back. Who's at 5? I think Seattle. I think Seattle sold on Geno, so I don't see them taking a quarterback. They might take best player available as far as, that. But the Falcons, the Raiders, the Colts, they're all looking for quarterbacks. Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out.
So how do y'all feel about, like, okay, because you say like the Atlanta. Now to me personally, I feel like we could have did better with Mariota last year and saved a lot of fucking money with going with a guy like Mariota. Which, if you look at some of the games, some of the shit was his fault. But a lot of times the guy looked pretty good as a quarterback, as a starting quarterback in the league. For teams that are looking for a cheaper quarterback situation, do y'all see like Mariota in the Baker Mayfields making any noise into these sweepstakes?
I mean, they talking about Baker going to Tampa Bay, but I don't see why. I mean, I'd rather just roll with Kyle Trask. As far as Mariota, I've never been a believer in Mariota. I think he is who he is. I don't think there's nothing he could do to get better. I think this is his ceiling as a quarterback, which is serviceable. He's not going to get you over the top as a franchise. I definitely, if I was the Colts, I wouldn't mess with that. Yeah. Me personally.
Okay. It's a low risk, maybe for a potential high reward. Don't know.
Bringing him in as a vet purchase for a rookie, or if as a backup for like a Lamar Jackson. But as far as being a headline guy starting the season, no, I don't see that.
Yeah, and you see, Carson Wentz is back out there now. So there's a lot of quarterbacks out there, man.
He might be done. He might be done.
Could be.
He might be. And it's unfortunate because he really was having an MVP year 2017. And he hasn't seemed to got back to that level since. And I think post that, it was a lot of shit that was unwarranted towards his way. But over the last couple of years, it's like, so shit I can't defend with Carson. It's like, no, bro. Like, them games with the Colts, unacceptable. Those games with the Commanders, unacceptable. It was certain games, it was just like, nah, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing for real? And he's had a reset in every situation. He just can't get right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a lot of chances. He's had a lot of fresh starts, if you would say.
So I don't understand it. Man. But I'm very excited about this pick. I'm very excited about what's to come in the next 50 days. There's going to be a lot of headlines, a lot of conversations. I'm just ready for draft night that Thursday. I might take off that day just to see my dog get that Carolina Panthers jersey. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm ready. I'm ready.
What if y'all don't take him?
Man, listen, it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell. Trust me, it's gonna be hell. And I think they're gonna sabotage the franchise if they don't do what they're supposed to do. CJ Stroud is there. Bryce Young is right there. Don't make this shit deeper than what the fuck it is. Like, we all know, y'all know that Will Levis is not it. Y'all know Anthony Richardson is not it. So, y'all can go ahead and continue to put out the reports about trading back. That's only to bait the Texans, and I think the Texans know better. Because if I'm the Houston Texans, I'm looking at it like, why the fuck am I going to trade you more draft picks just to move up one spot when I know you want CJ and we want Bryce?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, y'all stay right there. We're gonna stay right here, and we'll see you April 27th. Because they damn sure
quarterback.
They wouldn't trade. You think the Panthers? Because what other people would they trade down? You think the Panthers would trade with y'all?
No, I'm saying you think the Texans are going to take a quarterback with the number 2 pick.
Oh yes, hell yeah, yeah.
Davis Mills not it, man.
Yeah, Mills is not it, bro. Mills is not it. They need to get that new regime in there. They're taking Bryce Young. I think they know. I think the Texans know that we really want CJ Stroud. So all this shit is, like I said, it's like a smoke screen.
Yeah.
And they young. So it's no need for them to give up a second-round pick or a third-round pick to move up one spot. They're looking at Carolina. Man, Carolina's just trying to probably get back drag capital to see if we just going to bite. Because, we did. That's what I'm saying. Niggas can't believe all these reports about, the Panthers traded all the way up and they don't know who they want to get. They know who they want to get. This is just to get everybody riled up to see what the fuck everybody else is going to do. Because, say, for example, let's say the Colts was at number 9, right? And y'all did the exact same move that we made. What sense would it be for y'all to trade back down?
Right.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? That's just bait for the Texans. That's all that shit is. But I think we'll see some other trades happening on draft. I think Arizona trades back. And I think it'll probably either be with the Raiders or the Falcons because one of them will probably want AR or probably Will Levis. I think we might see 3 quarterbacks go in the top 3. I think Arizona moves out of number 3. And if not, I'm probably end up taking Will Anderson. But y'all, I think y'all will end up getting either, if y'all don't get Lamar Jackson, y'all will get one of them other 2.
Man, we think ready to get fucking Aaron Rodgers and win this championship, man. That's how I feel. But
The way he talking, he's making it sound like something might happen this week. I'm thinking probably before Thursday, and I'm thinking it's the Jets. Like if I'm looking at, I don't know if y'all keep up with more of the sports odds shit. I've been looking at the sports odds for the first pick, and it's obviously been CJ Stroud as a favorite. But the last time I looked at it, the favorite landing spot for Aaron Rodgers was the Jets.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think he gonna end up with the Jets. I think that Green Bay shit is over with. I did see some shit where they were saying either way Jordan Love is gonna have a more of a presence on the field this season anyway. So if they were saying that, then Aaron Rodgers is out of there.
Jordan Love is not the answer.
I don't think so neither, but I mean,
but they're gonna roll with him.
Yeah, they rolling with him.
Y'all see Jalen Ramsey about to sign with the Dolphins?
Just saw that earlier today. What y'all think about that?
That man's still getting 25 M's guaranteed.
Hey, I ain't mad at how I feel about Jalen.
Jalen, do what you know. Do what you gotta
I'm
do.
hearing Cooper Kupp might even get traded.
Cooper Kupp traded? Whoa, where he going?
No, I'm hearing they might be trading him, bro, because it's like, the Rams is kind of like on a fire. It seemed like the Rams did everything they did to win that Super Bowl. Now they want to have like a fire sale.
Hey, man. I don't know, man. Niggas saying McVay scared to rebuild, man. I guess he gonna have to rebuild now.
But now Ramsey gone. So it's like, I mean, Odell Beckham is gone. All the receivers that really got you to the prime. Robert Woods is at Tennessee. So it's like, what's really going on? You see what I'm saying? Like, it ain't looking too good. I think, yeah, like I just don't see what the Rams got going on. But that was a big trade. I did not see that trade coming. So I think that was a good move for the Dolphins. I like the move for Jalen Ramsey. Of course, he's happy. If you follow him on Twitter or you caught his tweet on Twitter, dog have this video and shit. So, hey, dog in his bag. He happy to be in Miami. So we'll see.
He happy as hell.
Yeah, man. So we definitely gonna see how this shit play out, man. March Madness starts this month. Selection Sunday was here today. My Tar Heels ain't in the tournament, so I ain't got no burn for it. So I mean, hey,
damn.
I saw it coming though. We was ass this year, bro. We was so ass. Shout out to College of Charleston is in the tournament.
I think I can see College of Charleston getting the Sweet 16.
I can see them having a Cinderella type run. I can see that.
I mean, they've been killing this whole season, so I can see them hitting the Sweet 16 if it's possible for them.
And guess who the season was to us? And they ripped off like 25 straight after that. But salute to College of Charleston. So we'll definitely see how that's coming up. NBA playoffs start exactly in a month. So, the heat of basketball is coming up. Like, seeding still got to get panned out. I mean, the East is not really locked up as far as the one. Boston could be the 1 seed. Philly could be the 1 seed. Milwaukee could be the 1 seed. And then y'all going to be playing each other like towards the end of the month. So it's going to be some big games coming up for all 3 of those teams.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Because I'm looking at the standings right now. So, hold on. In the Western Conference, of course, Nuggets, Kings, Grizzlies, Suns, and Clippers. That's the top 5. And the bottom 5 is Warriors, Timberwolves, Mavs, Lakers, and Jazz. That's the bottom 5.
Look at the losses from the 5 seed to the 12 seed.
It's one loss separate all of them.
Exactly. So you could go from 5 to 12.
Because I think the Lakers was like 7 or 6 a couple of days ago, and they back down to number 9 because of they go off the what it go off I forgot what that shit go off, but yeah, they dropped back down.
Yeah, so we definitely gonna see how that shit pan out. The East is kind of pretty. I think the top 3 is pretty much solidified. Them niggas will just be jockeying for 1. I don't see nobody coming up from the 4 or 5 seed to kind of compete for that 1 seed. It's gonna be between Milwaukee, Boston, and Philly. The West is gonna be interested from that 4 to 12 seed. Niggas can end up being a 4 seed one day, and in 2 days they can end up being in the play-in. That shit gonna be crazy.
Especially with KD being out to the playoffs, they saying.
Yeah.
Zion is coming back playoff time. LeBron, we still don't know what's going on with LeBron, but the Lakers have been playing a whole lot better right now. Is Kyrie or Luka hurt? One of them hurt?
They missed the last game, but they should be back for the next one. We'll see. They got a little
Okay.
nag.
And
I
then
think I think we're actually lined up to have a great playoff, bro.
yeah, if everybody be coming back, decent healthy at least. I mean, everybody gonna be there. Niggas gotta play. So,
Yeah. I think this is the year, honestly, like we really get to see. I know last year for the most part, everybody was healthy besides Kawhi Leonard, of course, and have some other shit going on. But with all the moves that we had at the trade deadline, it's a lot of shit that's really gonna get, put to the test as far as who Ross is really gonna stack up against who. So yeah, man. I mean, we smack dab in the middle of March, believe it or not. Like
yeah,
today's the 13th or the
the
12th.
12th.
So we smack dab in the middle of March. Before you know it, it'll be April. You get what I'm saying? So playoffs is literally right there, bro. March, like I say, the first few months of the year is gonna rip by. Like it's gonna be so niggas gonna be locked into college basketball, NBA basketball. Playoffs will be starting right in April. So yeah, man, I can't wait, man. And again, salute to my Panthers for having the balls to go up there and get that number 1 pick, man. Niggas can't wait, man. Niggas can't wait. Any y'all niggas got some shout outs before we get up out of here? Anything we missed?
Shout out my brother Danny Fosworth. I was a guest on this podcast this week
Yeah,
at the
salute to
plate.
Danny. I missed this episode. Great episode.
I'm gonna post it. I still gotta post it on my personal socials, but shout out to my dog Danny Fosworth. He's also a big fan, big supporter of Just Messengers podcast. He always tapped in. He rocked with the whole team heavy. Salute to him. Shout out to Cultura Fest. My dog Matt Monday, he got that Cultura Fest going on. It's coming in May. He got Currency as the headliner. He he initially planned to have the Cultura Fest in 2020, but COVID has basically played hated on everything. But he back now, so shout out to that. And like we say, man, shout out to the whole city, man. Everybody doing their thing.
Yeah, man. Shout out. Hey, I piggyback off more, man. Just shout out to everybody doing their thing. Shout out to all the supporters. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud. Help us get our subscribers up. Just tell people about it. If you fuck with the show, just tell people about it. That's all I can really say.
Yes, sir. Julie, what you got, man? What else you got going on? What's on the pipeline for you, bro?
Yeah, there's more work, man. I'm trying to get this more New York footage from Boutique Fashion Week coming out this week. Wrapped up Charleston Wilder food photos and stuff. I wrapped that up this weekend, so that's done. Everything sent to them. So I'll probably be dropping more stuff on my personal page with that. That's Digital Drew Dash. But other than that, man, work continues, man. Continue to grind. Continue to put out great content. Like these guys said, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and also tell somebody. And then once that person tells somebody, tell another person. You heard?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So like we say every episode, every week on here, man. You hear something that gets you in your feelings, you feel some type of way. Always remember,
We're just some messengers.
we out.